Hi. Welcome to week 4 of our back to school line dancing. This week or this day, we are talking about shuffles and shuffles. In the world of line dancing, shuffles can be defined as just cha-cha-cha. It's the sound effect, right? Or triple step. In the old days, they call it triple step because there's 3 steps you're doing, like 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So it's syncopated. So when I define shuffle, either talking about basic shuffle, the end is here. Okay, that is when you triple step on 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. So therefore it's counted as 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. In our class, I simply say, just sound it out. 1, 2, cha cha cha, 5, 6, cha cha cha. So you're doing triple step on your feet. It depends on the choreography, okay? So, for example, if I start on my right, then that for right, left, and this becomes right, left, right. Or if the choreography starts on the left, it becomes left, right, left, right, left. This is where the triple step happens on 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. Because you're counting the 8 beats into 2 segments. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. To me, that's basic. Now you will find this on your spreadsheet as the line 1, which we call my basic country. This is basically I define as a country. This is the easiest beat to follow. The reason why I say country is this is what you see on country dance or even pop dance. However, if you look at number 2, which we will not cover, we'll have time to cover, this is different from ballroom cha-cha. Because just to sidetrack for a while, just so you can see the differentiation, in ballroom cha, the shuffle will happen after 3 count. So it will become on your sheet, just for comparison, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So notice that talk of 3 count first before you shuffle. And therefore you have to count 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Or 6, 7, 8. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Yes, you always have to borrow from the next one. For the next set. Okay? That's why there's an extra here at the end. That is an 8 count with an end for ballroom. And then you do again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that now we're not doing this. That's not clatter your brain. We're not doing ballroom chat today. Maybe another session. Okay? We're only doing country chat, which is this basic. Now, before we do our basic demonstration, let's jump also on possible conversion so that we can discuss why I bundle them all together. Because at the end of the session, there is already a test we're going to jump right in terms of progression called Cinco de Mayo, in preparation for Monday, which is May 5. It falls under that same category. When I put, this is first, is the next conversion, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice the difference. If I put the N here, this is now conversion on your sheet number 3. Section. If I put the N here, I'm going to do this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. What happened? This to me is the equivalent of zero, or popularly known also as limit or limit. It's the music that changed. Okay, so shuffle first and rock recover, shuffle first and rock recover. That is the jitterbug. And then when you touch on my Cinco de Mayo, which is also called in anadesis, so comparison, you're going to do 6 count. So that means a straight 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and then have a 7 2. Only one shot. This happens on, that's why I call it only as a variation or progression. Because it's just a straight 6 count and then a shot. That's what I'm going to use for Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so these are just to address some shuffles on your spreadsheet. So now let's go to nuts and bolts of the basic chop.